All right, welcome to Required Watching. We watch movies from a list of cinematic influencers and look at them through the lens of learning about filmmaking and how to move forward. I'm your host Trey Epps, and today I just want us to do a quick reaction, I suppose, of Deadpool and Wolverine. I watched it a week ago. I would plan to shoot this a week ago. However, things came up and I had to delay it, and I'm happy that I did because I think upon initial walk out the theater, I would have said this was great, and I think it gave me a lot to think about in terms of fan service. Like this movie's fan service. I think Deadpool of the series is born out of fan service with the leaks and and then the eventual rise to the first film. So fan service is kind of built in, and I was excited to see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. But as the time went on, while it didn't completely wash over me like some other films do, when they just kind of all shine and no substance, I'll be honest. Something about, and I heard this from another YouTuber, or podcaster, or something like that. But I heard something. It was something like having Deadpool kind of point fingers at the studios that we are watching is really really fun. Funny. Uh, and it's funny in how terrible it is because we're all sitting there making this company billions of dollars for it to kind of make fun of itself and all this stuff. And you ever just want more? You ever just want more? I think I think maybe this was about wanting more as an audience member. And when a movie is so self-referential, which is very true to the character, but when it's so self-referential and references the comic books that come before it, and the comic books that the source characters kind of live in, it becomes hard. It becomes like this really like I don't know if I agree with. No, I do agree. I think Ryan Reynolds is a brand. He is a brand, and I think just like the Dwayne Rock Johnson is a brand, Kevin Hart is a brand. Whilst I'm not saying they are bad actors in any way, shape, or form, I think we know the kind of characters that we are getting when we put them into movies, right? Like I think that's a fair thing to say. And I think this movie may take it a little bit too far in giving us Deadpool slash Ryan Reynolds and not giving us anything else. I had so much fun on this roller coaster. I think the cameos were really fun. I think the cameos were the best part. Maybe that's why I'm a bit down because I'm like, look at what a company, a man, like if it's just Ryan Reynolds, it's come out that Ryan Reynolds, was kind of asking for these favors from people. So whether it's Ryan Reynolds or Disney or Marvel or whomever making these calls to these actors who kind of were in the um, doing these comic book movies. We have Blade, Elektra, X-23. Who am I missing? Yeah, Channing Tatum. So, we have these people, and who I think people who hooted and hollered for in the theaters. I did. I was so excited to see this, and yet I am so disappointed that all they're reduced to are like footnotes. Like maybe not Blade. He had his trilogy. Elektra movie didn't work out very well. Um, but Channing Tatum and knowing the hype around that. Like, I knew the hype around that. I don't know if you know the hype around that. I knew the hype around that. And I'd like to think it would be a little bit less played for laughs, right, than it was in the film. But X-23 was like such a huge deal at the time of Logan. I was just so pumped to have said goodbye to Hugh Jackman in this way and to get an X-23 movie and kind of have that torch passed in whatever way. And that I'm not sure if that's I'm pretty sure that's a Fox thing and not a Marvel thing, but this movie just felt like, hey, look at this person, look at this person, look at this person, look at this person, and almost like a sketch was just getting me to the end of the film, and I didn't feel like I feel like it was all kind of nostalgia baity and not necessarily not necessarily a narrative that I don't know, man. Maybe, am I being too judgmental on this movie? Am I putting too much on to this movie that it's just a good bit of fun? Maybe. Like, please tell me what you think. Like, the Deadpool, like, was it a 10 out of 10 for you? Because I think it was really problematic in some areas, but overall, I had a lot of fun. I just wish that some of that fun. I also kind of weigh it on a curve, right? Like, the last two Marvel movies have not been fun, so therefore, like, when you finally see when you finally see a diamond while sifting through mud, you get really excited because you finally found something worth chewing on, and yeah. So I just wanted to say some initial thoughts and kind of later on reactions to this movie, because I don't know how much people are going to talk about this film in a week's time, in 2 weeks' time. Um, I'm so happy that it got made. I'm so happy that Hugh Jackman was able to do the things that he was able to do with it. I'm happy we got some of the, like, we got to see the Deadpools. Like, when I think about the multiverse, I think of, like, this. I think this is really fun. I think this is really, like, it's not connected to anything really. This is the kind of fun I wish Marvel would have had. Or at least, like, either have built up to something or have, like, a lot of fun with it in one shape or form, when introducing, like, the multiverse phase. But I think, like, let's end the multiverse, right? Like, let's be done with it. Let's squash it. Let's have, this device where we kind of tap into it where needed, but, like, going through all of this felt like a really pointless exercise, and I'm not sure the point. I'm not sure the point at all. DC did it in their TV universe where we have in the Arrowverse, and listen, honestly, it was great. It was fantastic, but, like, I'm not sure what world we're living in where I'm saying, like, the Arrowverse is kind of better at multi universes than the MCU. So I'll leave that there. I just had to come on and say this really quickly. So, if you like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. We're doing some big things, but I just wanted to record a bunch of videos and kind of share my thoughts on some things, and we'll see what happens next. So, until next time, peace.